Hey everyone, it's Erin with Lady Bee Collective, and it's Monday, and as promised, we go through parts of my different ebooks, and the last few weeks we've been on the ebook, The Healing Process. And so today I thought we would discuss healing and your support system. So everyone knows the support system is really, really important. And for me, a support system was always something I knew I needed, but I didn't really know how to go about getting one. And so for me, I kind of was around anyone who wanted to be around me. You know, I was kind of like a yes person. Like, did I have my own opinion or stand up for myself? Yes, but well, I just did it there. But I also wanted to fit in too. So I kind of would morph into, you know, what other people were doing or being and agreed with them. And I really wanted people to like me. I did. Deep down inside, I really craved that. And so my relationships weren't really two-sided. I noticed that the boundary that I didn't put up, or lack thereof, was kind of me giving a lot to make myself feel good and to fit in. And in turn, they didn't have to give as much because I was doing all the work. And then I would get upset and it would cause tension. And that was the majority of this cycle, kind of the chaos cycle of my support system, my relationships. Romantic, family, friends, that's the truth of it. And I didn't really feel like I was understood. Maybe it was the way I discussed things, maybe it was the way I didn't. I never felt like I fit in. I tried really hard because I always felt like an outcast. I felt like in some aspects of myself, I naturally fit in, but like the deep, really connecting areas, I didn't feel like anyone would really get or really wanted to go there. So I didn't go there, and I stayed pretty shallow within the relationships. And what happened is that's not a foundation to kind of build on. So fast forward to going on my healing journey, I kind of just isolated, right? Because part of healing is you isolate to help yourself, to get better, to focus on you. And when you start feeling really good, you kind of want to go back out there and show all your different relationships and support system like how much you really like yourself and what you've learned. And I found that the dynamics and the boundaries changed. And so I felt even further away because the little that I offered them or they offered me and this wavelength of, you know, friendship relationships that I had was different. I looked at things differently. I didn't want to do the same behaviors. And that doesn't mean one's right or one's wrong. It just means that we were kind of pushed a little further apart. And I'm sure some of you guys can understand this just in general with, you know, relationships growing apart, or just one decides to go on one path and one decides to go on another path. And with healing, it's very difficult if other people have not gone on that type of journey to feel like you're connecting. And so I felt really alone. And I kind of had those negative feelings like, why did I even go on this healing journey if I'm going to feel worse and have nobody? And I was pretty angry about it. And then I thought about it, and it was like the people that were meant to be in my life stayed in my life. And we redeveloped stronger relationships. And the other people, it kind of made way for them to not be in my life anymore. I mean, if I didn't choose to go on a healing journey, if I didn't choose to isolate and kind of find myself more, who knows how long they would have been in my life and how detrimental that could have been, and on both sides. And I think that there's this natural period in healing where you do feel alone. But there's a difference between lonely and alone. You know, now alone time is great, right? You've learned to accept yourself more. You've learned to like yourself. You've learned to look within and find things that you like. Not always searching for outer attention or or somebody else having to tell you what to do or say or how to respond. You trust in yourself now, and that's a beautiful thing. And I think you have to remember that when there's the time before, right in between, when you've kind of outgrown certain things and when you meet other people like you. And you may not realize that now, depending on what stage you're on, but there's other people that really understand you and really want to get to know you and love you for you. And they really want to know your journey and know who you are, more than superficial qualities or more than other relationships and what you thought. It's this whole deeper level. And I think that I wanted to discuss that because a lot of people, including myself, on the way to going through all the hardships, you just want to be so loved and understood because you did all this work, and people are not always going to understand that, and people aren't always going to be there or be around, and you're just going to have to go through that kind of alone period. And I just want you to know that if I could do it a little differently, I would have just accepted myself more and used that time to just really keep on knowing me. So as I met the people that are supposed to be my support, or I redeveloped and had old relationships back in my life, I was really just so grateful and happy and the best I possibly could be at that point. And I think that it's just a time to be really gentle with yourself and just a time to really connect to yourself and know that it's temporary. You're gonna find your people, and it's not the quantity, it's the quality. So that's what I wanted to discuss. So I hope you guys got something from this, or maybe if you're going through the healing process and you want to share some of your insights or advice, that would be amazing. So just comment below. And I think that's it. So I will also put this up on my YouTube, and then I would just want to hear your thoughts. So let me know down below. And in the meantime, you can go to ladybcollective.com, and in the left corner, click on that, and a whole bunch of stuff will come down, and you can, I don't even think it's come down. That's such a weird wording, but and you can check out all the different aspects of it. And you can check out my posts on Instagram and my podcast and all sorts of good stuff. And I have some surprises coming up soon, and it's going to be exciting. So yes, I hope that this helps your Monday. I hope that you've had a great Monday. If you haven't, take it for what it is, because you're always going to learn something. And remember that you are enough, and you're capable, and you're worthy. And I will talk to you all very soon. Well, next Monday, maybe even sooner. And that's it. So I will talk to you later. Bye.